What's happening, y'all? How's everyone doing today? I got my key light on and all that. Bum, 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 bum. Wrong thing. Where's it at? There we go. Yeah, had a pretty chill day. Took the kids down to the pool along with the neighbors, so we had all the kids swimming and chasing each other, and we just hang out for about 2.5 hours. Brought everyone home, got them all showered and bathed, and now everyone's practically falling asleep, which, I mean, makes sense. A day in the sun will do that. But this is Saturday. Chill Saturday time for me. Here's our walkthrough prep. Wow. Wait. No way. So it's the exact same level, but I used all the bonus stuff on that save, so the math was not mathing. It should be pretty chill. Might do something else a little bit later. We'll see. So we're running spear build still. All right, so where we left off, it's Shoe Sanctum key. Thank you for Elden Ring. You're welcome. I didn't make it, but I appreciate the support. We're gonna put on this guy first. Let me put those guys on. Alright, so before we do anything, I want to have high corruption resist across the board. This area is filled full of corruption, and I don't feel like dealing with it. Just make a note. High anti-corruption armor for now. Yeah, it's kind of like a bit of a discount Blighttown. Not nearly as bad, but it does elicit those same vibes, you know. Going down into a mine, the area that's filled with poison. It's just kind of a staple at this point, you know. Oh, faint red feather, then some lotus seeds. And we run along and grab our shrine. Proceed down, then left at the opening for feather. Left at next opening for seeds. I can get trying. All right. I think I got Leech Temperance on still. I do need to make my way over to that. I want to try a slightly different spear setup. Furious Stab. Maybe I fuck with that. Leap forward, great force to strike a fierce blow. Thrust into sweep. No treasure over there. The story good? It's alright. Am I skip so much dialogue? I mean, usually I'm only skipping like, extra dialogue. But I've always been a bit of a dialogue skipper. I mean, a big part of it is I just, and this isn't meant to sound conceited, it's probably going to come out that way. I just read really fucking fast, and I'm already ADD. So like as soon as I'm done reading, I'm pressing the button and moving on. I know, you know, I should probably like let the audio play out. But I'm just like, I read it, next thing. You know, I'm just fast. So Cowboys, Wuchang go to a Kiss concert? It does kind of look like that, doesn't it? It's just like, I wanna rock. I wanna rock. You still enjoying your time, Ruri? I remember you said you were vibing with this more than you were with Kazan. Curious if that has held true throughout. Alright, so we do a loop grabbing everything, and then we go to... Yeah, I mean, it's like that. It's like any RPG I play. You'll notice dialogue is on the screen for like a couple seconds, and then I'm moving on. I think part of it too is, I don't know. Maybe it's also because I'm from the north, and like I'm used to people just talking real fast, and I feel like, and this isn't just a FromSoft thing, but I feel like Souls games in general, everyone talks like they're an 1800s British man on opium. And it's like, where art thou go, fair tarnished? Ah, the light off in yonder. Yes, it would seem you are not blessed. If you seek the path forward, and you're just like, bro, please talk faster. I can't do it. It's just, it's the slowest fucking dialogue ever. And I'm just like, talk at a normal pace. And meanwhile, I'm just like this the whole time. I'm like, like. I don't think there's like anything really sketch here. I think you're just kind of follow the path for a bit. My PC performance has always been good. So, when people are like, it's terrible, I'm like, oh, I've had great performance, so. Put a book in your notes and you get to the forest area. The forest area is actually not that bad. I ran through it on New Game Plus and I was kind of hauling ass. There's a lot of areas that, like, the first time through them, I was like, bro, how are you even supposed to navigate this shit? And then once it did click, it was just so much easier. I think the hardest for me, first time through at least, was probably Cloudborne. I decided to skip it because people in chat kept telling you were going the wrong way. So you did the other zone first. I mean, you can do them in any order, technically speaking, if you do Cloudspire first. It is better from a side quest perspective, because there are certain side quests that they'll progress not in a way you want if you're doing it how you did. You can do either, to be honest. Like my first playthrough, I did Avian Marsh. I got through that, and then I was just like, all right, this shit's getting kind of hard. And so then I went and I did a huge chunk of Zhenwu. And I got up to Zhenwu where things were starting to get a little more sketchy. And then I went back and I finished Cloudspire. That was like after I had gone and killed a boss in Zhenwu already. Game have a demo? Yeah, on Steam. It's called You Buy It and You Refund It in 2 hours if you don't like it. This is progress, so hang on, where was that other path that I was just looking at? Every game on Steam has a demo and you consider the refund window. Axe is really good, Jared. Axe is what I'm using for the walkthrough. I think it comes down to either axe or dual blade for what I would consider to be the strongest weapon. I think as long as whatever you're fighting isn't like hyper mobile, I think axe is the best weapon in the game. If it's running all over the place to where you can't keep up with the axe, dual blades will pull ahead. One-handed sword is good for magic. That's it. That's it. No one's fighting with one-handed sword as their primary. That's a faint red feather. Okay, so hang on. So I want to do loot grabbing everything, then grab the loot on the sketchy overhang. Drop M, proceed. Grab absolutes and head inside on the path around. Once you exit, go right and up for a feather, then return and go down for 3 baddies guarding loot, and then a shortcut ladder back to base. And my thing with one-handed sword is like the damage on it. So one, I don't like how the one-handed sword, all of the attacks are a 1-2. Like you press it and it's like 1-2, 3-4. Like that throws me off. But I can look past that. I just don't think it's particularly strong as a combat choice. I think it's great if you're doing a magic-oriented build and you're trying to pump spells, but even with that stipulation, I think that's better accomplished by certain weapons. Like dual blades, for example, I can generate stuff faster with dual blades and with axe than I can with one-handed. Let's go this way first. You progress. The game's getting bad reviews because Steam is largely reactionary, and a lot of people are trying to run a 2025 game on 2015 hardware, and they're upset when they don't get 4K 100 FPS. At the moment, I'm liking this even more than Kazan or Stellar Blade. I really like those games. This fits me better, especially the level design and weapon systems. I mean, I think the big thing is this is, by every definition, this is a true Souls-like. This is a true Souls-like. I loved Kazan. Kazan is a lot closer to Neo than Souls. And I love Stellar Blade. But Stellar Blade was, you know, I guess you could almost describe it as like God of War meets Sekiro. You know, we had parry, but it was very much a... It was very much a like action adventure game meets parry-centric combat. Oh no, I'm getting poise broken for sure, bro. Ugh. I think that's, I mean, like, the last, because even like Liza P, you know, like Liza P is great, but we've talked about it before. It, you know, I think the biggest weak point of Liza P is just how linear it is. It doesn't have that feeling in Souls games where you're like, well, hang on a second, I could go this way, or there's a ladder, or I could go that way, and you're going all over, you know, exploring every little nook and cranny for loot, and then there's ambushes, and then there's hidden goodies to find. And I think people just, they crave that. I think we don't see a lot of games like try to do Souls-likes, but then they like just kind of flop when it comes to like level design and hidden things and secrets. And I think that's something that people crave on these games, is they want, you know, because in a sense, Souls games, they're almost like a puzzle at times, you know. And I think that's what's so fun about it. Hang on. I picked up something over here, right? I think, yeah, there was. Level design is the big highlight. For me, it's the level design and the skill tree. The skill tree with like infinite respecs and your weapon levels integrated into the skill tree. That is amazing to me. Like, that is the tits, bro. Weapon levels and skill tree makes me hard. Yeah. It do though. Like, I don't know why more games can't do that. Like, it's so nice, you know? Because if you're playing through and you're like, you know, I think I'm getting tired of magic. It's been cool, but I think I just want to fucking smack something with an axe. Cool, bro. This takes you 2 minutes. Congrats. Now you're an axe guy. Like, that's so good. Walkthrough will go up after the Let's Play is done. When the whole series is live, I will start the walkthrough. Because I'm already doing 5 episodes a day. I'm not gonna... Especially if I put the walkthrough up now, it'll be like 1 episode a day. And members only, and people will just be like, oh, it's just bullshit. I don't know. I've already, bro, I'm convinced people are just so fucking entitled these days. I'm doing 5 episodes per day, and I still have people that complain about the members only early access. 5. episodes daily. That's crazy. Like, I don't know any other Let's Play channel that does 5 fucking 30+ minute episodes in a single day. People are still like, bullshit. These people, they can fucking watch it early and I have to wait. That's bullshit. Like, bro, y'all gotta fucking stop, dude. That is just... Yeah, we go here last. Okay. Well, it's not $3. It's the higher membership tier, but that was by design because it didn't have anything for those particular subscribers. There was just no. It was like no perk for them. I was like, all right, well, once they rolled out early access stuff, I was like, oh, well, I can just give them that. Let me go paint or something. All right, man. Enjoy your minis. What, I choose to do 5 a day so that I could get the whole thing done before I started the walkthrough. I was just trying to think, like, how many episodes can I do feasibly and still start the walkthrough where it's not too far. And the count was, all right, if I do like 5 per day, it'll last a little over a week, and then I can kick the walkthrough off. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn. Yeah, bud? What's up? No, not right now. Daddy needs to watch you when we do that, and I have to work right now, buddy. I know, but no, not right now. And when I am done with this, we can do fruit game. I know, you're like a little fruit game addict. We can't do it right now. Well, you can watch your show. You could play with your Transformers. You could go color. You could use your tablet for a bit. There's lots of things you can do. Fruit game's gonna have to wait. Well, because right now I am making a guide for this game so people know how to get through it when they get stuck. So I need to go through it and take all the notes. That's what these are. These are the notes. Who am I talking to? The ghost of Christmas past. Like, this needs to be, like, bro, they have to patch that up. Like, that is so hard to spot. Overhang. Beware the screamer pod. He just wants to do Fruit Ninja, but we're only doing Fruit Ninja when I'm there with him, because I don't need him to get a little too ninja-y and end up fucking macking a TV or something. Never let a toddler just play VR enabled sword games by themselves. It's asking to get something in your house broken, and then you only got yourself to blame. How'd your TV break? Oh, I was letting my toddler play Fruit Ninja and he swung the nunchuck at it. You weren't watching him? No, I didn't think about that. Like, bro, that is absolutely a thing. God damn. Okay, to kill one dude and continue. Where he came from. Okay. So we're just killing and looting. I will play Onimusha before the new Onimusha comes out. That shit's so good, bro. I think it's on the easier side, but I've heard a lot of people say that I'm crazy and that the game's actually really hard. But I think a big thing here is it really depends on your build. I guess a good way to explain it is, like, you can get your character, with the right build, you can basically trivialize content if you know what you're doing in this game. And, like, you can make it super easy. But I'm noticing in the comments, a lot of people aren't, like, adapting with this game. They're like, while it is a Souls-like, I guess a good example here is, like, you know, when I think Dark Souls, you usually, like, you're gonna pick your weapon. That's your weapon. Once you find your weapon, that's what you're using. Like, your armor, you know, for the most part, we just do fucking fashion Souls. You know, we're not really putting much weight on armor choices, you know. Like, in particular, oh, I'm gonna survive. Oh my god, it did it a third time. Fuck. Let me make a note. A lot of times in the Souls games, your armors are just like, oh, this shit looks cool. I'm gonna use this. This looks cool. And armors are actually huge in this game. Like, this area, one of the reasons we're just kind of cruising through is because I've picked armor that all has very high corruption resistance. though, instead of getting like poisoned constantly, you know, I've used, I think, 3 of these flowers to go through here. You know, there's areas in the game where despair buildup is very frequent. That's like this game's version of Deathblight. And either you're going to use the consumables that boost resistance or armor, or a combination of both. You know, there's a boss later in the game that does a bunch of magic attacks, and if you're not using magic resist, the boss will one-shot you. And, you know, not just players, but even people that are reviewing. I've heard a lot of people that are like, oh, you know, it's too hard. The fucking, this thing one-shots you, and there's a huge difficulty jump, and, you know, this is my, like, 4th full playthrough of the game, and I would disagree with most of that. I think this, it really just comes down to, like, are you experimenting with your gear? Are you using resistances? Are you changing stuff? And like one of the things with free respec is like I played for magic for the longest time. I got up to a sword boss that was just on my ass. I couldn't get magic off on this boss. And I was like, fuck man, I cannot kill this dude. This is crazy. He's actually insane. I can't beat him. And so instead, I respec to a longsword build, walked into the same boss fight, and then proceeded to parry his ass multiple times. Just parried him, no issue at all. Just first attempt switching to longsword. Bro just got parried into oblivion, and that was that. But that's like the kind of stuff I'm talking about, you know, because usually we don't have free respecs in Souls games, and so while the game does play very much like a Souls-like, it has its own elements here, like, you know, being able to respec your build if what you're doing is not working out on the fly. That's, you know, promoted in this game. You know, resistances having high impact, that's a big thing in this game. And I think a lot of people are still thinking of the game closer to just Dark Souls, and they're not adapting. And so if you're the type of player that, you know, you go against a boss 2 or 3 times and you're like, this thing is really fucking me up, I need to change my strategy, you're going to do fine in this game. It's going to feel easy because of how much freedom you have. If you're the type of Souls player that's like, why won't this work? And you're just going to ram your head against the wall, it's going to feel really hard. Yeah, like most of the boss, like I see people that are, I mean, even in the video comments, I have people that are like, how did he just, like, I've been on this boss for like X amount of days and he just one-shot it. And I'm like, probably not using your shit. Probably not tempering, not using your weapon skills. Like a big thing here too is basically like weapon art spam, you know? You should be building and spending, building and spending, building and spending. Like your weapon arts should be getting used constantly. Like if you have might and it's just sitting around, you know, which is kind of like if you think like Elden Ring, it would be like using your weapon arts a lot, but instead of having mana, you know, you do a combo, you do a weapon art, you do a combo, you do a weapon art. And that's kind of a good idea of like kind of the flow that we got going on here. I think a lot of people aren't adapting to that either. My bowels betrayed me. Funny note to find. Let's split sacks. Just deleted the game. I can't. You can't what? No, I got poisoned. It's too hard. I'm not built for it. Bro, I think you're selling yourself short. I promise this one's not too hard. Like, honestly, outside of like a few bosses, I would put this on par with like probably Demon Souls in terms of the difficulty of the game. I'm gonna do a walkthrough. When are you gonna start? It'll start when the Let's Play is done. I'd say Hongland, and then Hongland's one of the hardest bosses. And then I think the humanoid bosses are the hardest. The more like the funny thing is there's a monstrous boss that you fight, and his second phase I think is actually easier than the first. So like if you get through the first phase, the second phase you tend to spank him. That first phase is rough. Bride phase 2, just get up on her booty, man. So you just gotta get up on the booty. I feel like that shouldn't have hit. You know what? I don't need to kill y'all. You're not worth the stress. I'm leaving. Yeah, charge heavies from behind slaps, especially if you're using longsword, because that shit comes out so fast. I do think longsword is just so strong against a lot of humanoid type bosses, because you can just either parry or you just sneak up from behind and pop them. Remember there was a bigger threat down here. Speed down and along for boss. Centipede. Beware emergence. I need madness. I'll do Phantom Blade 0. I do basically everything. I'm gonna see how far Spear takes me. I think I want fire, but I'm gonna test if I get more damage via fire or frost on this guy. I want to see if he's like particularly susceptible to one, and I can test Blight while I'm at it. Okay. Oh, he jumped on me. So, Blight not gonna work. Just in evaluating my video game business proposal. I'm not sure I remember this proposal. Was it like something that was emailed? Part of it, we got him to attack one of the pillars. We're gonna try Frostbite next and then fire. Damn, that moves quick. Frost is working okay. This part's annoying. The timing, like by the time you see the red, you need to have fucking blitz second decision making here. Yeah, it's so fast. It's almost better, I think, for that phase to just straight dodge as he pops out. So for the 2 sizzle sound, then dodge. I haven't tried a sound cue. That makes a lot of sense. I think Ming armor is going to be goated here, though. Ming. All right, we're going to go just big spear damage this time. LB, right trigger, right B. Oh, yeah, I hear the sizzle. It's a good idea. Oh, you got. Oh no, so it's on the third sizzle that he comes out. Am I safe over here? We're gonna find out. Gotcha. So fire definitely works really well there. Alright, so beware emergence hit. Emerges on the third sizzle sound. Okay. Favorite walkthrough to make? I don't know. I just do them. I don't think much about them when I'm creating them, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, if you have the reactions to dodge as you see the circle, that does work well. That shit, it was like, here it is, boom! And you're like, what the fuck? That just very sudden, I felt. Now there is loot here, but I don't know. Does it make sense to clear all this first? Because they're probably gonna no, let's take them up to the shrine and then they can come down. No, wait, isn't this the mimic shrine? I think this is the mimic shrine.
Wuchang，你来了，你的手怎么样了？目前看着没有恶化的迹象。这个你不过他东西是本地人管，估计我本打算穿。哦，对，前路凶险，我去看看有没有从这绕。
Bro, I got like, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to use that. Damn, I didn't know five, just, that's crazy. Just five of those high grade fire pots were enough to take out the mimic shrine. No stress, no risk. That's crazy. Made shit so easy. Looks like you're dead. Well, you can use your madness demon. You can use it to fight shit. Like if you die, you can run, spawn the madness demon, run a little bit away, like just far enough that it's going to respawn, but not so far that it's like you want it to spawn, but not despawn. That makes sense. Really just got to make sure there's no like there's those. Say after the ladder, go left. No, we gotta go right first. Wouldn't send the proposal unsolicited. Full script investors. You'll have to send me like a full email of it. I don't remember it off the top of my head. What's up, buddy? I know, but Daddy's gonna be working for a bit, and we can't do fruit game right now. You can have some of that. It has to stay here, though. Here, let me open it. And you can't just eat the M&Ms. If you're gonna eat the trail mix, you gotta grab a handful of everything. Not just M&Ms, it's everything. You gotta eat the peanut butter, you gotta eat the raisins, you gotta try a little bit of all of it. What are you digging out? Look, it's like this. Look, you just grab some. You have a bunch. Alright, that's too much. Pick it up and we'll drop it. You not like it? Oh, that's trail mix, buddy. It's not just chocolate. Do you not like nuts and raisins? Like. Okay, well here, put it in the trash. Oh yeah, I like. Well, we can't Eat out the M&Ms and raisins. Here's a raisin. You can have... Yeah, I'll give you some raisins and an M&M. There you go. Oh, you want that M&M too? Okay. No more though. This kid, man. Swear to God. Bro grabs. I'm like trying to show him how to do trail mix. I'm like, listen, you just grab a handful of this and you eat it. That's it. And then, so he does that, and then he sits there. And then he spits it out and he goes, "Oh, I only like the raisins and M&Ms." So I'm like, okay, well, that's not how this is gonna work. You're not gonna pick all the fucking raisins and M&Ms out of my trail mix. Oh, I only want the candy. Like, okay, no. Or a, Her voice really changed? My voice has not changed at all. I've had the same voice for the last 10 years. What has changed is I've gotten better quality microphones over the years, which actually HyperX sent me a, I haven't tried it yet. It's still in the box, but they sent me this thing. So I'm going to set that up in an upcoming stream, and we'll see how the audio quality on that compares to the Sennheiser that I've used forever. Because I have a full backup Sennheiser if this one ever dies, just because I love the quality of this mic. I think this mic sounds good too, but you know, I'm not gonna. I'll try out a new microphone, sure, as well. All right, we are all done. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this mic. I'm just saying I was given a new mic to try out, so I'm gonna try it out. All right, on to Doom Willow Beach. Next anticipated. We got Lost Soul Aside at the end of the month. That looks like it should be good. And then we got Metal Gear Solid 3 should be good. Never played that. We're going to take the left path. That's going to be a shortcut for them to have later. Best weapons are dual blade and axe. Thanks, Chow Yun.
若你承受不住这，若你承受不住。
We go left to get the shrine. I don't think there's anything down that we can only access via elevator. I'm gonna have them send the elevator down, then get off of it and grab the loot. I don't think there's anything. I'll ride it back up to confirm. Well, I guess they could use this to approach the zone from backwards. I'll pull it back up. Return. Yeah, single player only. Kazan 2? I mean, the story's kind of already told. I don't know if a Kazan 2 really makes a whole lot of sense. I could see like a standalone DLC that talks more about like his, you know, his journey afterwards or journey before, but you'd have to cut Phantom out of it somehow. And yeah, the game's it's a real mess. Something about it. I just can't stop playing. I don't know what it is, but something about the game keeps drawing me in. It really picks me up and helps me put a pep in my step when I'm having a bad day. See, as I'm talking about, you can use the madness demons to your advantage. She's gonna kill that tree for me. And now she's gonna die. Ow, nope. Well, she's gonna die. I just need to not knock it smacked in the taint by her. Damn. Got me in the titty. Level were you when you beat Bo Sorcerer? I came back and I beat her a bit later. How's it compared to other Souls games for you? For me, relate the combat, negatives or performance, boss run backs, and maps being kind of a mess to explore. I think the exploring the maps is like my favorite part of it. So I don't know if I'd boss run backs. I mean, a couple maybe, but most of the bosses, there's like a shortcut you can usually find that gets you really close to them, or a shrine like immediately before them. Like, the only boss I can think of that has a run back that's kind of annoying. Maybe the tomb boss? That's probably about it for me. Tiger's interesting because, like, honestly, first phase Tiger I think is very, or has the potential to be very difficult. And then phase 2 Tiger, I just beat its ass. Yeah, I can heal too. Afterwards, kill Rambler. Nice for Ming General. Parry. Parry, or just have enough frost resist that you don't even care when he's doing certain things and you just ignore it. Man, these little ankle biters. A swordsman across the bridge. That one, yeah. That one was annoying. Oh, you mention it. You had all the fucking bouncing betties along the way, too. How do you use the spear heavy attack? You just hold down the trigger. The thing with heavy attacks is if you don't have any might charged, you're just going to do an uncharged version, which is going to be really slow. If you have it charged, the whole thing's coming out. If you don't, it's going to be rough. I mean the non-held one. That's the non-held one, unless you mean this. That. I mean, I don't think I've used that at all. It's not. You're not supposed to like. You're not supposed to use heavies how you would in Dark Souls. You only really use it charged, and you only really use it when you're behind someone. That's it. Outside of those two. No point. We see. Run ahead. The trees and grab loot. This will spawn a demon, which use to fight trees for us afterwards. Kill Rambler. Kill the lady left guard and loot. I need some bunnies. There's some water there, bud. Grab the water. Yeah. We're not doing Fruit Ninja right now. Yeah, well, that's because I'm taking lots and lots of notes. It's gonna. This isn't a daddy's playing this for a little bit. This is daddy's working for now.
I'm gonna do this so in the whole. And then the whole. I will always play the game.
Why do I play the game? Because that's my job.
I'll be bad guys.
Yeah, these are all bad guys. We're fighting lots of bad guys here. This game, we'll pull up your seat then. Oh, hang on. You gotta wait till I'm, oh my god, this part sucks. Hang on, Dorian. Oh, I just said you can watch. This is a one-player game. Only one person can play. Because some games are only for one person and not for two. So some games just they're not made for two people.
So you have for those times?
Yep, there's only one person. That's the lady we're playing as.
One lady?
Yep, there's just one lady. Well, I mean, if other people have the game, they can play it, but... Are you trying to get in the camera? I'm gonna scoot back. Now am I in the camera? Because I'm in front of the camera. Why do you want to be in the camera? Well, you can be in the camera later. We'll do a Dory stream later, okay? Who's here? Oh no, I heard the door open. Maybe it's Dana. Oh my god. I'm trying to think what the best way to go through this is. Honestly, I think I'm going to recommend people just sprint through this and climb. No! Oh my god. Oh my god. The trees hurt so bad. Everything hurts so bad. Hang on, buddy. Well, maybe mommy was letting out the doggies downstairs. Alright, how do I want to even... Because once they get up top, I mean, it's not like they... Let me just make a note.
你左臂的力量似乎又变强了些。先是我倒想，
Alright, now we just go down. Alright, and then we... Where's the ladder at? Is it this way? We gotta go up. Wait, this is... Hold on.
I hear the dog do beep 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 3 times. Not like 1 time. They did 3 times.
Yeah, well, maybe mommy was just letting out the doggies. Do you think that was happening? I gotta come back here for the bambooling and the drop down. But we drop down over here later, so so we're gonna talk to the lady, then we're gonna go right. No, left. We're gonna go left. Then we're gonna stop. Watch the door. You gotta get down. You have to get down. You can't sit on me like that, bud. Okay? What are you doing? Hey, no, hang on, buddy. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, God. Is this where the guy was? Alright, so we gotta go over there, kill them. You wanna sit in the chair? Getting any progress because he's like... Here, why don't you come? Do you wanna sit in the chair? Wants to see Boba. No, I think he just wants to hang out. His mama's sleeping, so he has nothing to do. He's just like, mama's sleeping. I'm bored. Spend time with me. He's the same as me. He's just super ADD. So like he was watching a show for a bit, but it's been an hour and a half, and he's like, okay, I'm bored. Entertain me. What's the next thing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What's the next thing? I'm like, bro, you gotta learn to chill sometimes, little man. Talk to lady. Take a right for a ladder. Get off of me, man. Okay, upon returning, take the ladder up. Take the ladder up to fight a red eye. We get the fire pots, and then the bambooling and the chest. No, the bambooling and then the chest is over here. Okay. Okay. No, the controls go away. I think it's actually just an option. So I think you're playing with an option turned on that does that. I think you just turn that off and something else. Maybe it's just starter stuff. Alright, for a red eye, follow the path, drop down, stay to the right for loot. I think you could probably use the Neater fire pot. Make notes. Yeah, so even without any magic investment, we can still pump some immense fire damage into that thing. I might need to wrap up and just go hang out with him. He's like, whoa, I'm so bored. Yeah. What? Why am I playing the game? Because this is daddy's job. You know how other daddies they don't, you know, they have to work. This is what daddy does for work.
好爷们儿，你瞪到看，总有你喊老子大爷的时候。好爷们儿，再来哟。今天又这童姑娘在听说耳熟，但知姑娘其实现在时间我听说，哎呀，姑娘，你能平安回来也算运气。哎，下次可别再去了。
Lifesteal pendant is super good. He doesn't get it. He's just like, what do you mean you're working? What do you mean? It's not work time. It's
今天又带来什么好东西？拿来给老夫长长眼吧。一分钱一分货。今天又带来什么好东西？拿来给老夫长长眼吧。
okay. Back to the quartz fits. You see where he ran off. A second. Alright, we're good. The wife woke up from her nap, so I'm good to continue. Is somebody else distracting him? Health. Let's see. Because I was hoping to make my way up to Hongland this episode. Kind of the goal that I'm going for. If I can clear that far, that would be good. I mean, I don't think it's particularly challenging. You just gotta... Like, if I'm doing something serious, I just close and I lock the door. He knows that if the door is locked, that means that I'm working and he cannot open the door and bother me. It's part of the territory. You can't work from home and then get upset that people interrupt you. Like, you're in a shared space. Damn, that is really busted. I don't remember what it is that gets me the follow-up magic. I'm liking it a lot. I got a full review on the channel. Already got a starter guide. We're working on walkthrough prep. Damn, he got hit by the final part of it. Out of here, Ming Man. Alright, path up.
汇流寻找这唐王。不过大西军离，或许我在浦原海望峡时。
Did I do what move? I need some more clarity than that. That makes the Ming guard so fucking easy that I might be recommending that as a strat for this portion of the game on the walkthrough. The flashy one of the Spearming Soldier, that was the weapon art on my thing. This. Steam Chain. The left bumper, which executed Steam Chain, that spun them around. I then used my heavy attack, which staggered them. And then from there, I just hit a critical in his ass and it was over. Yeah, I mean, spears, it's the thing with spears, like, it's a very interesting weapon, and the more I'm playing it, it is growing on me. My big problem with spear was, like, endgame content. Because, like, the aerial bulwark, that counterattack I tried to do, a lot of the times, you can do it, and it just doesn't matter. You're just not going to be able to, you can't capitalize on it. So, you end up playing it in a very, just, counterplay option. So you see how, like, I got my counterattack, but despite that, my counterattack isn't what's killing this guy. It's me doing other shit and opening him up to combos. So, like, it's weird, you know, because we have this counterattack that can do really good damage and can, or not really good damage, but does excellent build up, excellent, like, might gain. But then the raw follow-up from it is pretty lackluster. Just in the start, like the Bloodhound? I mean, there really isn't anything like that. This isn't that kind of game. You shouldn't... The starts that we got in Elden Ring were very unique. Most games do not start with you just having access to a crazy powerful weapon. More the exception than the rule. I guess there are some. I think you should get, I feel like off of that counter you should have, like, I don't know, just straight clash frames. Like, you should get frames to, it doesn't matter. When you land that counter, let me get my counter attack. I want it. I want free damage. I want a reward for timing that. Okay, yeah, really gotta figure out how I get the power up. It's gotta be somewhere in the tree. Let me, after I get to the shrine, I'll go and look it up, I think. longsword counter I love. It's basically a 0 frame. Oh shit. God damn, she's so mean, bro. Why are these ladies so threatening, bro? God, I hate the pot ladies are fucking deadly. So deadly. Least favorite enemy? We'll call it the page. It's very similar to the page enemy in Elden Ring. I think I can finish this area. Yeah, axe is pretty busted with certain combos. It's just a damage, dude. You just pump so much fucking damage with axe. Up to the left and damn. Dude, the spear is just like bullying shit. Alright, so these let's discuss. So there are two answers. One answer opens it up and you get loot. The other answer teleports you. But here's part of the problem. If you don't do the teleports, you can't get to those areas otherwise. So what I think makes sense, and you need to do the last one as a teleport. So either I mean, basically you have to do New Game Plus if you're going to get all of them. But so from a walkthrough perspective, I could open all of them, tell people to back up their save before opening the last one, and then reload the save so they can get the hidden ending. Or we could just take the wrong choice on all of them to get the loot, and then just tell people, like, in your next playthrough, you're going to take the other choice to just open them and get the loot out of them, since you'll have already explored those alternate areas. I don't remember what is behind each door. Riddle door rewards. Let's see if anybody has mapped this out. I mean, if the goal is to get them to as many trophies as possible, what would make the most sense is taking the correct answer to get the loot behind each door, because that's going to get the Sage trophy. And then afterwards, they would reload to get the boss. But this is assuming that people are going to understand how to do that, which I think a lot of people struggle with that. I don't know how to get that summon for Bow Sorcerer. You would have had to talk to him as you've been progressing. There we go. All Riddle door choices and rewards. Let's see. You get Shang, lasting alacrity. Extends the benefits. Okay. You choose feathered, you'll be marked as incorrect. Sucked into the door, teleported to a new area. For reference, there's a locked door near where the ladder is. You get a faint red feather, you get a demon, find a boatman, and you get some Red Mercury. If you miss the riddle door in chapter 1, you need to complete it before progressing to chapter 4. Fine. Let's see. Challenge the threads. Then it contains the bridal set. I remember that. Blight and corruption. You teleported to an area called Mort Grotto. Fairly large cave system in the middle of chapter 2. Yeah, I think we're going to do the backup approach here. Because the goal is to get them as many trophies as possible. And I'll just explain that in their, when they're doing New Game Plus, they can open the doors and see where they go otherwise. Because opening the doors is going to get, like, at the end of the day, it comes down to trophies, I think. Because you need to, if you answer correctly on all 3 doors, you get a trophy. But on the final door, you have to have the other answer to get access to Demon of Obsession, in addition to the final ending. So I think what makes the most sense is do the correct ending, When they get to that, they back up their save, they open it, and they get the reward. Then they reload their save, and they continue on with the other choice to get the boss and the endings. I think that makes the most sense. And I'll just tell people when we get to the door, I'll be like, if you want one achievement, you do this. If you want to do the hidden boss, you're going to do this. If you don't know how to back up your save, do Sage and do the other one next time. Where's the next shrine? Here. Right here. Alright, from the shrine, go left for the bambooling. I thought y'all were dead. I'm not going to be showing PS5 stuff because I'm not going to be doing the walkthrough on PS5. It's done with the cloud. I don't, honestly, part of me, like, I don't like showing save backups anymore. Because people will fuck up because they don't follow directions and then they blame it on me. And it's honestly just annoying to listen to. So I think it's safer to just be like, you need to back up your save. If you don't know how to back up your save, you can play New Game Plus. And then, you know, that's something they got to figure out on their own. Because I'm not, you know, I've had too many people like, oh, well, this doesn't work for me. I lost my save and it's your fault. And I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. Fuck you. Figure it out yourself. Go around the temple first and up the ladder to reach a shrine off to your right. Find some loot. Dude, it's great. Like you, I've said it before, but like nothing will make you lose faith in humanity faster than like reading comments on a walkthrough video. Because you could, I mean, dude, there were people that, like, imagine following like a 40-part series that takes you through an entire game because you couldn't beat it. And then at the end, you make a mistake. And your first reaction is to be like, fuck you, YouTube guy. It's your fault. I lost my progress. I'm like, what? Bro, you've had me wiping your ass for 40 hours, and because you fucked up your save backup, you're angry with me now. Like, dude, it's just insane levels of, like, I don't know if you want to call it fucking cope or entitlement or what it is, but now it's like, I'm gonna teach you how to get through the fucking game, and that's it. If you fuck up, that's on you. It's not my fault. I've done my due diligence. I don't think he's actually suing. I want to say I heard that was just made up. 'Cause it sounds made up. Right. Right. Almost ready for Hongland. Dude, that the CEO thing, that guy is such a fucking idiot. I think the most ironic thing is, like, bro, when he showed up on the Jumbotron, if they just fucking, like, smiled and gave a little kiss, like any other fucking couple would, nothing would have happened. It would have just, they would have just, you know, the camera would have moved on to the next couple within, like, 3 seconds. And instead, they're like, oh, fuck! We're not supposed to be here. Oh, my God. Like, bro, what the fuck? Just peak Streisand effect. Just leaving your whole ass out for the whole world to see. And then making sure... Because, you know, honestly, he did. He absolutely did it to himself. Like, beyond the fact that you shouldn't be out there cheating and at a fucking public concert with your side piece like that. Like... Bro just basically showed his whole ass to the world in that moment and fucked up. If he had just played it cool, you know, there's a good chance his wife still would have found out. Bro still would have been getting a divorce, but it would have just been like any other fucking divorce that happens. It would have just been silent. Nobody would have fucking known anything. Now bro's losing his job. She's losing her job. Like, y'all just dumb. Y'all so dumb. I don't get it, man. I do not get it. It's crazy. I want to check something real quick here. Well, I'm trying to figure out how I do the combo attack. Alright, so not that one stack. Echo type spells is reduced by 1 stack. I don't know what is doing it. So I have what's this? So I have a thing that discounts this. I gotta rest. But I can spend 3. I'm not sure what the fucking upgrade is, and I really want this upgrade. No, I couldn't do it there. I wonder what the follow-up is. Maybe I need to have an excessive amount already. Let me see something. So it goes to 2 to 3, so I need 5 to execute the combo. That's what it is. Okay. I just need all 5. I don't know if we're doing a platinum walkthrough for Crimson Desert. I don't know if Crimson Desert needs it. I understand. I don't think every game needs a walkthrough. In fact, I think most games don't need walkthroughs. The main reason I like doing walkthroughs for Souls games is because of the risk associated with them. Because it's not just, you know, you taking your time exploring a world and being like, wow, I'm so powerful. It's like you're taking the time and then suddenly you get bent over and someone takes away your levels. And so that's what makes walkthroughs attractive for a game like this, you know? If it was fucking Assassin's Creed, like who needs a walkthrough for Assassin's Creed, you know? There's fucking arrows telling you where to go. Alright, so I'm not sure. We're gonna try and use spear here. But part of me wants to... I need to confirm the walkthrough strategy real fast. So let me just make sure my my walkthrough plan is going to work. Hello, Egan. Welcome. Part of me really wants to try and fight her with spear, and at the same time, I'm kind of like, if she dies here, she dies. We can fuck with the Ming armor. Boom! First attempt. Let's go. Easy mode Hongland. Fucking mega busted OP build. Easy. Do you get Skyborn Might this fast? It's just how Axe works. You get 3 Skyborn Might every hit you do. Every third hit is 3 Skyborn Might.
是那个还想，虽然早年血宝四中病患，
Nope, no skill check needed. I mean, for the walkthrough, I am gonna I'll probably do 2 attempts. I'll do 1 attempt that's like this first attempt. We're gonna show how this fight works. We're gonna show you what to avoid. The second attempt, we're gonna just do a foolproof strat that's gonna fuck her up.
你终于醒了，还好我来得及时。哎，对了，你昏迷时，说到这个，我问过那老侧门，这几天。
姑娘，
I watched a bunch of shows. We ended up, we sat in Discord for a while just playing, fucking, anime music guesser. Yeah, Leech is busted. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Leech ends up getting nerfed just from how strong it is. But even then, you could, like, before, so for a while, for a big chunk in the walkthrough, I actually didn't even use Leech. I would do that exact strat where I just buffed up my defense and just brute forced my way through the boss. But I would use like fire or something else. And it still fucked him up. I mean, you had to obviously heal, but you had like infinite poise. So you could heal without any concern. I mean, Leech does seem like OP, but at the same time, I think the thing is for Leech to be effective, you have to be on the target, on its face. Like on more evasive targets, it could fall apart. And stuff where you're just, you know, you're bleeding through your stamina and not paying attention, it could fall apart. It's strong, but it's situationally strong.
撒。嚯，哎，唐王，哎呀，哎，不过老子这儿的宝贝也不骗，来，给你瞅一下。
Imperial bamboo hat. I can farm that up later. What do you got now? Oh, you got corruptive flames. I don't know. Is there an achievement for all magic? Is there an achievement for all magic? No, there's not. We can just be like, yeah, you can get this here.
好爷们儿，再来哟。
What spell did I use for Poise? It's not a spell, it's an axe skill. Called Earth Shatter. Gives you resilience, which is like super mega hyper armor. But we are going to go back to Spear. Damn, that's pretty good for spear setup. Oh, rabbit. Okay. Travel here. We grab that. Get a bigger stick. Ron, this stick extends, bro. Look. It's an extendo stick. You can't beat the extendo stick. I don't know if that dude has a quest or what.
揣过了个余下讲。
Okay. I think we make our way. We on time. I think I'm gonna make my way over to Hills Watch, and then I'll probably wrap up stream there. Yeah, I play Night Rain. I'm just waiting for the new Everdark bosses. It's getting to the point in Night Rain where it's like everything just dies. So it's like, oh, well, let's get a new boss, which is in like a couple days anyway. Okay, it's on the right has loot. How are my two spears looking anyway? Oh wow, you're just outright weaker now. Well, this one has grown on me. When we take the upper path. No, wait, there's one specifically for Tai Chi. Get the loot, take the elevator. I'll probably do more prep either tomorrow or Friday. Or tomorrow or Monday. I do have, there's like a sponsored stream I agreed to do for this little indie. So I got that coming up. But I do like to keep steady progress. So most of the week is going to end up being walkthrough prep. It's because I want to have enough episodes stacked up. Something's being weird with my controller right now. There we go. It's weird. There was like, my character was like overrunning. Get loot, then elevator down. Really feel like there should be more. Like our quick slots, why are they so limited, bro? Honestly, that may be like the most OP thing in the game for humanoids. I figured for sure it was just axe, but like we're just anybody that shows up, we're like, spin around. Longest elevator wait. Remember this shit showed up, I was like, is it broken? Is it coming? I don't see anything. I can hear it. Do I do tips on boss fights? When I get to that part in the walkthrough. But not every boss. Some bosses I'm just like, this guy's easy. Just smack his butt. How did I get it to have a delay after using discipline? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Avogato, thank you for your generous tip. After getting up, we're gonna go to the left, snatch some loot, and another door, and this one, I think we tail it. Which one is this? I think it's challenge the threads. The guy who dropped the red feather, how come there was a delay when you spin him around to get the backstab? I might have just, maybe I just didn't have the stuff to charge it instantly. That'd be my best guess. Sometimes you can, because you would need 3 for me to execute it and do the instant charge. So if I only had 2, I would have spun him around and then had a delay.
子实在饿得慌。你有啥子吃的吗？是不是？那你是城头当家的，是个寡妇。镇上的年轻娃娃，老婆子可以替你说道说，军帐离这儿不远。老婆子可以替你说。
I think it was mostly performance today. They patched up. Let's watch. They're all up ahead. Yes, I'll be doing a playthrough of Ghost when the time comes. I'm gonna get one level up here and then we'll wrap up. How close are we to a level? Six, 6, 4, 1. Alright, we got 3 points. Where are we going with them? Upward Force. Upward Force is actually pretty fucking good. I gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. One brilliant. Okay. That's not happening yet. Alright. This is a good spot though. Let me I got enough for probably 3 videos, I think. Because we're gonna have all of the area under Shoe. That's 1, possibly 2 episodes. And then all of Doomwillow Beach, Soulwood, and then Tang Palace, Hongland, and then that gets them up to here. A game of the year? Probably Expedition 33. Well, I think Death Stranding 2 would be pretty close behind it. But alright, I'm gonna get all this stuff recorded up. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. There's like a bunch of birthday parties I gotta go to, so I'm gonna wrap things up here. Y'all have a great night.